how did you learn English? Because you are in the college, right? So how did you improve your communication skills?
So, because ever since I was a child, I have studied in English medium schools,
Hmm?
and I also liked English as a subject when I was a child. So, I focused on it a lot. So, it came naturally over time. I could understand English and I could also speak English, but I used to have a little bit trouble in public speaking, like speaking on the stage or in front of a lot of people. That was not because I did not understand English, it was because I used to get nervous and I used to be underconfident before. But I improved that over time by like speaking in front of people more and more because you
Hmm.
can't improve that just by sitting at home and just practicing reading. You can't improve that unless you actually practice speaking in front of a lot of people on the stage or in public. So that is how I got better at it. I wouldn't say that I struggled with English very much, even at a young age,
Okay.
because of the schooling and the environment that I was in. So I wouldn't say that I worked really hard to get here. It was just natural for me.
Okay.
So that's why I started taking these sessions because communicating also improves your confidence as well. So
Yes.
so that is also one of the reasons. And I thought that if I am good at something, why not help other people with that? So that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
So would you like to tell me a little bit about your early life and your education and everything?
Absolutely. So early life and the what you asked about, sorry.
Early life and your education a little bit?
Okay, perfect. So earlier, before joining anything, right, any platform, I'm bit underconfident. I was not able to utter single sentence. I came from a vernacular medium. Okay, I didn't get that kind of a environment where I'm able to speak in this language. Okay, and in the initial days before joining any organization, right? So after college pass out, I practiced my communication skills for the interview purpose only. Okay, for 2 months, 3 months, I'm more focused on improving my communication skills. Then once I cracked the interview, then I stopped over there. I focused on some other things. Then I realized I need to improve my soft skills as well, along with the technical skills. Then post that, I'm practicing with a lot of people and I'm a bit confident now. I'm using some good vocabulary along with the conversation that I'm having with the people. Okay. Then if I come talk about my degree, I did BTech computer engineering from Mumbai itself. Okay, I'm working as a software engineer over 7 years.
So what do you think about learning English as a skill? Like today, we know that it's a requirement in most of the work environments. Any kind of profession usually demands that you have good communication skills in English language. So, what are your thoughts on that? Since in India, many of us, our first language is not English. We don't speak English at home. We either learn that in school or later on in our lives. So, what is your thought about English as a requirement in every organization or field that you work in?
So whatever the field you choose, right? So this is the common language. English is a common language across the globe, not only in India, across the globe. If you know this language, you will be able to articulate your thoughts so that other person will able to understand. Okay. So this is the common language where you must learn if you want to excel in your life. Okay, to
Yeah,
travel abroad, if you want to travel to any other city in India as well. If you know this language and if you along with that, if you know Hindi, you will able to survive in this India. But if you want to go abroad, this is the common language where you can use and you can communicate with the other people in terms of professional world, right? So every single day we use this language while writing the email, while sending a message to the team member, while during the meeting. Okay, this is the only language where we speak. So people from diverse background, they were able to understand this language. Even though if they don't understand, they try to understand. Okay, try to understand this language as much as they can, or if they're lacking in that, in this understanding, right, they upskill themselves to understand the speech. Okay, they don't give any excuses. If they give excuses, they lost some important meeting notes. Okay, so it will they feel stagnant in the leveling up their corporate world.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, you know, it's also necessary to know this language to get better opportunities even in India. Even
Hmm.
if you don't want to go abroad for your job or studies, even in India, if you want to work in a bigger organization at a higher post, you
Yes.
will need to learn this language because it is a major requirement at this time. So,
Absolutely. So in the professional world, right, as per the experience that I had till now, so especially if you have the soft skills, mostly the presentation skills, the how to manage the people, then if you have these skills, right, it will help you for the lifelong. Okay, whatever the other skills you have, but make sure if you have these soft skills, right, the how to manage the people, how to share your thoughts to the other person, and how to work in the team, how to deliver the project. If you have this kind of skills, right, you will there no one will stop you to excel in the life.
yeah, definitely. So, other than your professional background, would you like to tell me a little bit about your hobbies and what you like to do in your free time?
Okay, so whenever I had a leisure time, right, I loved hanging out with friends and
Okay,
spending some quality time with my family members and exploring new things, new learnings every single day.
okay. So, what kind of things do you like to learn other than the English language and what you are
Okay.
working on?
So currently I dedicated my time, especially the kind of habits that I'm building from last few weeks. Especially I'm dedicating 1 hour for the technical skills and 1 hour for the communication skills. And apart from that, s- going to the office, coming from the office, it's take a huge amount of time from my plate. Okay, then
Yeah,
after that I need to spend some quality time with my family members as well. So this is the same routine I'm following from Monday to Friday. So on Saturday, Sunday, I'm getting much more time. So I'm increasing that habits to 1 hour to let's say 2 hour or something like that. But it's not happening. But I'm trying to forcing myself to stick to that habit and making that consistent efforts from my side.
yeah, consistency is definitely the very important part in learning anything.
Yes.
And yeah, that is also understandable that when you're working or you have a professional life, so it's very difficult to make time for other things like other skills.
Yes.
So, to improve your communication skills, other than talking to people one on one or taking these sessions, what else do you like to do to improve, like reading and stuff? Do you do that?
So I do mirror practice. So few days back only I started practicing mirror practice to improve my self confidence. Self confidence. Okay, some days I am more confident. Some days I do some blunders.
Yeah, it happens.
It's happened. So because of that, I'm not getting much time. Whenever I'm having a leisure time, I'm just going to in front of the mirror. I'm just narrating the entire day, whatever the things that I did from morning to the end. I'm just narrating the like the story itself. I'm just checking how I'm making the good sentences or not. I'm able to use some good connectors or something like that. I'm able to extend my speech at least 5-10 minutes so that if I talk to any other person, I'm able to speak for that duration as well. Okay, so I'm building this kind of practice. Along with that, I'm trying to learn some new vocabulary every single day. One vocabulary I'm trying, but I'm not consistent in that as well. But still, 2 days in a two 2 days in a week, 3 days in a week, I'm trying to learn that at least three vocabulary in a week. I'm trying to do that. Okay, so this kind of practices I'm doing. Along with that, I'm practicing with the tutor and strangers as well. I'm over there also. I'm bit trying to be maintain the consistency at least whatever the level I'm at English, right? I'm trying to be maintaining that consistency for the larger time, longer time. So
So, did you learn any new vocabulary today or like recently that you remember?
yeah, so today I remember one vocabulary which is stagnant. Okay,
Yeah.
stagnant in the sense it's not moving. And apart from that, I have know lot of other vocabulary as well while improving the communication skills while I am observing a lot of people, the way they're using the vocabulary, okay, how they are making the sentence formation and a lot of things. I'm before that I was not observing a lot of things. I was like, let it go like that kind of person. Okay. But after I'm focused on something, then I realized I need to improve this part of the life as well.
Yes, definitely. So, are there any more questions you have since we are getting to the end of the session?
So, one last question. So, you are in the law firm, right? You might speak that confident as well, and you portray yourself as a strong person in the whatever the audience you are talking, right? So, how did you build that?
So, I'll tell you, I'm currently studying law.
Okay.
I am doing the 5 year degree of law. So, I'm currently in my third year of law.
Hmm?
So, in the last 2 years of my college, I, it just built over time because before getting to this college, I never really had a lot of chances to speak in front of a lot of public. But since in college you have to give presentations, you have to, even if you do some legal internship, you have to present in front of a lawyer or a client.
Hmm.
So the main thing that I observed is that when you suppose you're talking about a particular thing, like in my case, we have to talk about legal things, law related things. So I have observed that if I have the knowledge of what I am going to speak about, then it's easier for me to remain confident and calm while speaking. If
Okay.
I don't know what I'm talking about, if I don't have any idea, then it gets kind of difficult. Like for example, if you put somebody on a spot and just randomly give them a topic, maybe they would not be that
Hmm.
confident talking about it. But if they know what they have to talk about and they have the preparation, then it
Hmm.
gets easier to talk about it. So I think it's mostly about how much knowledge you have, because knowledge not only makes your public speaking better, it makes you confident from the inside. You're
Hmm.
like, I know, you realize that I know this thing, so I can definitely talk about it. So
Yes.
I think it's very important to have knowledge.
Okay. Yes.
And apart from that, I never really struggled in one on one conversations, but I usually struggled with public speaking more, like in front of a crowd.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say that I'm completely perfect at it by this time, but I have definitely gotten better over time by speaking in a lot of areas and places. So that's how I would say I got better at it.
Got it. So one more last question before
Sure.
wrapping the session. So have you not think about what others people think about my English, the way I'm speaking? Do you have that kind of fear of judgment?
Okay, so I'll tell you a scenario that happened with me quite recently.
Okay.
Recently, I had participated in this college event where it was like a debate, like we had to share our thoughts on a particular topic. And there were a lot of people, there were other participants, there were judges, and a lot of audience as well. So I participated in that. I did not win the competition, but it was definitely a good experience for me. So when I was discussing that with my co-participants, my seniors, the audience who are close to me, my friends, so they always told me this one thing that you have to be more bold and aggressive while you speak in a debate. But that's not really me as a person. I cannot speak very aggressively. I cannot be very argumentative while talking.
Hmm.
I am usually a very calm person, and that's how I like to give my speeches.
Okay.
So I realized by everything that other people were telling me that it's important to know who you are from the inside. If
Yes.
you have a particular way of talking, if you have a particular style of having a conversation with somebody, some people are more loud and aggressive, some people are more soft and silent and calm. So you have to recognize the style of speaking you have and not listen to anybody. Because, everybody has a different way of doing things. Suppose maybe you have a certain way of doing things and you see somebody else doing something in a whole different manner.
Yes.
As a human, you would think that maybe if this person did this thing the way that I do, they would be able to do it better. But that's not really the case. Everybody is a different person and everybody has different opinions. So it's better to just stick to your style of speaking. And also, I would say that everybody will have all kinds of opinions about you
Yes.
in every aspect of life. If you start listening to each and every opinion, if you start thinking about each and every opinion, you will never be able to work on yourself because all your energy and time will be spent on thinking about what they must be thinking of you. So
Yes.
that would be my advice to you, that don't stay in your head. If you give a presentation, if you talk to somebody, just do your best and then move on. Don't think about the fact, did I do good? Did I do bad? Was I awkward? Don't stay in your head too much. Be in the moment.
Hmm.
That will definitely help you.
Absolutely. So I'm also that kind of that person where before focusing on anything, right, I was thinking about what others think about me. They are thinking about me or not. They are thinking in a good way or a bad way. The way I'm talking with the people, whether I'm able to convince the message or not. Okay, I'm speaking good English or not. I'm thinking a lot about this, but somehow I'm overcome all those things. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm just focusing on improving myself.
Exactly. So it's also important to be productive and it's also important to focus on yourself because when you are completely focused on yourself and your journey, you don't even get the time to think about what other people might be thinking of me. Are they thinking of me in a good way or a bad way?
Hmm.
So it's important to put your energy and your time in the right thing, which is
Yes,
actually working on yourself.
that's the most important thing, especially the kind of aura we are in, right? Especially there is a lot of distractions around the environment. So make sure we have to put the right energy at the right time. Yeah, right skill as well.
Exactly. So I think we are at the end of the session and it's
Yes,
time to call it a day. It
sure.
was really nice speaking with you. I hope you also enjoyed the session.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the session and it was insightful. I got to learn, connect a new person today.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thank you.
So,
Have a nice day. Bye.
thank you. Bye. Take care.